beam, and fast! Let our powers combine. Earth, fire,
Wind, water,
by your powers combined, I am Captain Planet! Go Planet!
What's up, guys? Old Ed Mike here. Welcome to my album review for Everything Was Sound by Silent Planet. This was a Patreon request by Alex Thompson. If you want to help support the show and be like Alex, check out my Patreon. You can do album requests that you guys will vote on, and I will try to do 2 a month right now. Hopefully, once I don't have to work as much, I will move on to do extras. But yeah, so go check that out down below. Make sure you spin kick that subscribe button right now. Wapa, spin kick. Let's dive in. So he requested this, and I was kind of excited to do this because Silent Planet's another band that, you know, I've known about for a long time. I've seen them at least, I've seen them probably several times. I know for a fact I Sparta kicked someone during their tour with Straight from the Path a couple years ago. Save that for another video. Though I've never actually sat and listened through their music before. So this was my first time fully diving into an album of theirs. I think my favorite part of this album was that it's along the lines of prog or like progressive metalcore, where as a whole it's heavy and consistently riff heavy, you know, throughout. Very riffy, but it doesn't rely a lot on the tropes of metalcore, you know, two steps and breakdowns, things like that. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 breakdowns in this whole album, but again, it doesn't really take away from the album or make anything feel less heavy, despite my infatuation with 2 steps and breakdowns. Which, to add to that subliminal heaviness, if you guys didn't know, I have a huge love for Christian bands, and these guys are usually referenced as a Christian band, though I know not, you know, their whole themes aren't just Christian stuff. And note, I'm not Christian at all, though I did grow up Christian in grade school. I even have a sleeping giant tattoo that you can't really see because of the angle. That's how much I enjoy Christian bands. They feel like they have, you know, just a little extra kick in their music. It's like a purpose, you know. Not saying that other, you know, secular bands don't have purpose, but you can just feel a little bit extra when, you know, they're usually writing from that place within, you know, that just helps get a little extra. Basically, okay, so metalcore is like pizza. Okay, pizza's great. There's many different ways you can have it, but overall, it still tastes like pizza. Christian metalcore is stuffed crust. You know, you got just that little bit of extra bonus cheese, you know, to really make it pop, you know. Actually, hold on. Yeah, Little Caesars. Yeah, hi, delivery. Yeah, Little Caesars is good, okay? Can I get a stuffed crust pizza, please? Oh yeah. Sorry, I just really started craving pizza for some reason. All right, overall, the album is pretty enjoyable with its quasi-genty riffs and structures. Very atmospheric and spacey at times, especially in the intros to the songs. Sorry, I'm still eating this pizza. It's good. You know, it's so spacey, it's almost as if you're like floating above a planet. When the song starts, maybe a silent planet, but then it drops and just you start hurling towards the surface, you know, getting increasingly heavy until you just splat and then respawn in the atmosphere for the next track. Influences and for fans of.
First of all, you're using someone else's poetry to express how you feel. This is a delicate thing.
I felt a big lot of spewed influences in this album, obviously from the spoken word parts, which were my favorite parts of the album, honestly. I would really like more of that, to be honest. So definitely gonna have to check out some more of their albums to see, you know. But for fans of, I would say I would most compare them to like Invent Animate, very close to that same style. I feel like they've been compared to them before, and willing to bet cash money that they've toured together. Though Invent Animate has, you know, just a little bit more of the metalcore tropes, and less of the stuffed crust. Nitpicks. Honestly, I can't give this album a 10 out of 10. Completely blown away. And I usually reserve my 10 out of 10s for S+ tier combos. But at the same time, I didn't find anything about this album I didn't like. Again, I'm definitely interested in hearing more of their albums to see if any of those can just really like hit that spot. I need just a little bit more like of an emotional kind of slap in the face, you know, for me to really give an album a 10 out of 10, which leads me to my rating, which I will give it an 8 out of 10, which on my scale is about an A. 9 would be A+, 10 out of 10 is S+. So still super solid album. Definitely had some parts that were stuck in my head over the past few weeks. Favorite tracks, Orphan and First Father. First Father, of course, is one of those songs that has kind of a breakdown-y type parts. So definitely check them out if you haven't before. I'm very surprised I never took the time out of my day in the past, 8 years or so to check out this band. So from here on out, I hope anytime you eat a stuffed crust pizza, you think about Silent Planet. And other than that, that's my review. Again, check out my Patreon if you want to send some requests my way. If you like my content, you know, make sure you kick that subscribe button. Check out my other social medias, all that stuff down below. Again, shout out to Alex Thompson for the request and all my other Patreons. Love you guys. Appreciate all the support. And let me know what you guys thought of this album. Definitely interested in hearing everyone else's thoughts. Other than that, that's about it. Old Head Mike signing off, reminding you, never too old for this.